Boom shakalaka, a huge green day for Bitcoin with overly bullish open interest where Bitcoin could be headed in the short term and long term. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including very bullish investors and where Bitcoin is likely headed following this breakout green candle move today. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, it helps out so much. Now, today, fear and greed only at 74, up 1 from yesterday. However, the overall market's up 5%. Look at this. Bitcoin up 11% in 1 week. Yowza. Bitcoin today at 41,665. Ethereum at 22.53, BNB at 2.33, XRP 63 cents, Solana $64, Cardano 41 cents, Dogecoin 9 cents, and Tron 10 cents. And Bitcoin today breaking off of this support line that it was riding for about a month right there. Well, breaking off in a big way. As a matter of fact, right now the price is resting at my halving price prediction, $40,000. Could we stay above there for the entire halving? That could be very, very interesting. We are seeing huge inflows into crypto. Last week, crypto investment products saw their largest inflows of the year at $350 million. Is this signs of ETF front-running euphoria or a prelude of continued institutional demand to come? Good question. Also, if we take a look at open interest by strike price, if we take a look on Deribit Exchange for December 29th, overwhelmingly bullish, over $1 billion in call volume between $40,000 and $50,000 with almost $350 million in open interest, roughly $45,000 right there. So the price is likely going to continue on up, and it is very, very unlikely the price will ever return to $30,000. If we take a look at the Bitcoin cost basis density map, each time we have one of these very dark gray bands you can see here, this shows where a lot of coins have changed hands. And each time there is a gray band formed, the price never falls back down to those levels. Well, 8 for 8 so far. This is the 9th time one formed at $30,000. Unlikely for price to ever get back to those levels. Also, if we take a look here, another indicator we will never see $30,000 again is that price flipped the 150% long-term profit holder profit line. This light blue line right here. Now, each time that this happened, except for the Black Swan event, each time this was the new bottom, never got back there. So unlikely we'll ever break below those levels again. And if we take a look where Bitcoin is right now compared with previous halvings, this doesn't even count today's spike in price. We're well above previous halvings for running up to the halving where we are right now. So is that a good thing? Will we see price coming back down to some normalized levels, or will just continue? Because guess what? A lot more people know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies this cycle than ever before. We are not yet at the moment where things go parabolic, at least based on sentiment. When we take a look at the net and unrealized profit and loss NUPL right here, each time that we enter this belief denial yellow mustard zone, roughly 50%, that's when things go parabolic. Right now we're at 43.8%, getting close, but not yet in sentiment parabola territory. But I'll tell you, Bitcoin price recently, this coiling up, echoes very nicely what happened back in September, October of 2020, before price went from $10,000 to $70,000. That was a 7x. If Bitcoin were to do that again, that would be $280,000 Bitcoin from where we are right now. But you do have to consider this. This happened about 5-6 months after the halving last cycle. Right now, we are still 4 months before the halving. Is it happening right now because a lot more people know about Bitcoin, or will we have an even bigger cycle? Tough to tell. Right now, there's no indication that anybody is taking any profit at these levels. As price continues up, the percent supply last active 1+ year ago continues up. Generally, when profit taking happens, this drops down, which we've seen in previous parabolas. Not happening yet. So likely going much, much higher for price. As a matter of fact, after Bitcoin broke through the $35,000 resistance, found support on there in November, guess what? The next level of support and resistance, $45,000, which we are well on the way to. That's where Bitcoin could be headed next towards the end of December. And should it break through there, $59,000 resistance coming up next. Big things coming for Bitcoin, because right now we are just breaking out of this area between the Senku span A and span B on the monthly time frame. Now, historically, if we take a look, this area acted as the launching pad for the parabolic rise. Up 30x there, 7x there, on average, roughly 18, 19x. And if you did the math on that one, that would be like an $800,000 Bitcoin. I think that math is right. That was just done in my head super fast. Also, if we take a look right here, Firefly bands right here, breaking through the Firefly bands, changing green. Historically, when this happens, Bitcoin goes up very dramatically, aggressive uptrend towards the top of these trend line resistance right now, $190,000, $200,000 for Bitcoin. Or if you want to take what happened in the previous cycle, right back here, 2017, 2018, because we have the first dot found on the parabolic SAR on the monthly average with support from the 50 RMA. Well, that top calculated would be roughly over $1 million. Yowza. So things are looking good for Bitcoin. This could be the very, 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 very beginning of good things to come over the next couple years. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.